Hey everybody, my name is Paul Esden Jr., aka Boy Green. I'm the New York Jets digital reporter for Heavy.com. Welcome to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/BoyGreen25. Thanks for joining us. First off, a couple of things. First off, like the video, hit subscribe down below, baby, and join the movement. By the way, I got to keep pinching myself. Aaron Rodgers is a member of the New York Jets. Aaron Rodgers is a member of the New York Jets. Boom, 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 which is exciting. By the way, so a lot of people reacting to Aaron Rodgers coming to the Jets, obviously, including Zach Wilson's mom. Okay, Zach Wilson's mom has got it going on. Okay, I'm a Fountains of Wayne guy. I can dig it. Guys, check out the article down below, and you guys can follow along as we work our way through this video. And why it's not just some gossip tabloid headline that I'm attempting to do here. I actually think this is good news for all parties involved. First off, like I said, you can check out the article down below as we're going through this on a full story on Zach Wilson's mom reacting to the Aaron Rodgers trade. But I also just kind of want to show it to you guys via the Twitter sphere. I tweeted it out when I noticed it on Instagram. Let's throw it up again. Zach Wilson's mom seems to be a big fan of the Jets trading for Aaron Rodgers. She did it in two Instagram story posts. First one, Adam Schefter has the breaking news. She reposts that to her Instagram emoji with a couple clapping emojis, a little golf clap, maybe louder applause. It's hard to tell. So, okay, there's first on the old Instagram story. Number two, she reshares a picture of Zach Wilson and Aaron Rodgers from the joint Jets-Packers practices. Of course, that was the summer of 2021 in the midst of Zach Wilson's rookie year. And she shares the emoji, the smiling emoji with three heart emojis. Warm, tingly feeling. So she's a fan of Aaron Rodgers, and why not? He's a handsome bastard. I could understand it. But let's get into the nitty gritty here. So Zach Wilson's mom interacting with the story, very interesting. And again, sharing seemingly like open arms, like great, Aaron Rodgers is here. Now you would assume that would not be the reaction because that means her son, the former number 2 overall pick, goes from number 2 overall pick to number 2 on the depth chart now that Aaron Rodgers is officially here. But really, I hope this is a heartwarming story for Jet fans out there and for Zach Wilson if somehow he stumbles into watching this video. Zach Wilson's mom seems to be embracing it, and I hope Zach Wilson is embracing this too. Now, okay, it sucks to get benched, demoted, whatever you want to call it, and quite frankly, the rest of the team openly campaigning and recruiting a guy of Aaron Rodgers' caliber to the team to replace you. Again, that's got to be a tough feeling, and hopefully, and I mean this in all seriousness, that he's going to whatever therapy or anything he needs to go to work through some of the mental hurdles of that, of being the guy, number 2 overall pick, the savior of the franchise, to all of a sudden, now he's going from the spotlight to the back of the room. Aaron Rodgers is going to be the star of this show. But while some people can take this in a bad way and it could go into a dark place, I hope Zach Wilson appreciates this because this is a unique scenario. Normally, if you're replacing a guy, especially a guy who's a former number 2 overall pick, things can go south quick. It can get awkward. There's egos involved. And for a guy to think he's the guy and then getting replaced by a guy, normally that could go bad. But this is a very unique scenario. Zach Wilson has been open about it. Heck, he was open about it in that joint practice with the Jets Packers back in 2021 that he idolizes Aaron Rodgers. He's a guy that he's been watching tape on since he was a kid. He's grown up with Aaron Rodgers as his guy. Now, of course, he said a lot of those things not knowing that Aaron Rodgers is going to be joining his team in 2 years, but nonetheless, now he's going to get the opportunity of a lifetime. Let's be honest. Not that I have to read the resume of Aaron Rodgers, but one of the most decorated quarterbacks in history, not Jets history, not Packers history, NFL history. He's top 5 in every major passing category. He's a 4-time NFL MVP, Super Bowl champion, Super Bowl MVP. We all know what he brings to the table. But what we don't know is something we don't often get to see, and maybe Hard Knocks, when that's eventually announced, will be able to show that to us. But in the classroom, Zach Wilson should attach himself to the hip of Aaron Rodgers and be with him 24/7. See how he practices, see how he studies, see how he eats, see how he interprets life. Now, he's a unique individual, and you're going to have to take that as part of the process, but you should be able to, just by osmosis, get better if you're Zach Wilson hanging around a Pro Football Hall of Famer. To have that kind of guy in the room, that kind of standard bearer, I think that's incredible for Zach Wilson, and I hope he truly embraces it. And the reason why I do think so is because, again, that he's this big fan of Aaron Rodgers. If you brought in Derek Carr, who's 31, you brought in Jimmy Garoppolo, who's 31, I'm going to be honest, it's hard to do the sell job on Zach Wilson. Look up to this guy because not only is that guy taking your job, but he's likely here for 3, 4, 5 years. Aaron Rodgers, who knows how long he's going to be here for ultimately, but at a minimum 1 year. And Zach Wilson should embrace this and say, okay, I'm going to be the number two quarterback. And I strongly believe that he will be no matter what happens throughout this process. He's going to be the number two quarterback. And that means you're one injury away from getting back on the field. Take this seriously. You're going to get all the reps. Aaron Rodgers ain't playing in preseason or some of these other opportunities, which means it's a Zach Wilson show to get a ton of ops, a ton of reps. And I really hope that, again, Zach Wilson truly embraces this. The team said it all throughout the offseason. Through hell or high water, they're going to back this guy. And he said he's going to give whoever's competing against him in practice hell in practice. Now, he didn't know that was going to be Rodgers, but this is the chance. Zach Wilson's mom is a fan of this trade. Jet fans, of course, are a fan of this trade. And I hope Zach Wilson is as well, because if he chooses to embrace it and has the right mentality, this is the best thing for Zach Wilson's career. Whether he is saved here with the Jets or another location, he can make the best of this opportunity if he chooses to. And I truly and honestly hope that he does. A couple of other nuggets here. Zach Wilson and Aaron Rodgers have been speaking since the trade rumors have started in two different instances. One, Brian Costello shared that about a month and a half ago, of those two discussing. Rich Cimini with an even more recent nugget, Rodgers reaching out to Zach Wilson, Rodgers giving Zach Wilson a pep talk about Nathaniel Hackett and why he's going to be this great coach for him and really make things fun and exciting and things of that nature. So that, to me, is really exciting. Guys, feel free to jump into the comment section down below. What are your thoughts on Zach Wilson? Some of you love him, some of you hate him, some of you in between. For me, I'm rooting for the kid, and I really hope he's able to turn it around and be it. He's a great kid. Of course, we need to see if he can be a great football player. Again, full article down below in the YouTube description. Feel free to check it out. Like I said, like the video, hit subscribe. Aaron Rodgers is a gosh darn member of the Jets, baby. That revs my engine. I'm sure it does for each and every one of you. Let's freaking go, baby. And like I said, let us know in the comments. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. We'll see you.